finish took no more than 20 minutes of my time. From filling out the questionnaire, a quick follow-up interview, hemoglobin test to the actual donation. As you would expect, extracting the blood takes up the bulk of the time. The phlebotomist has to tap into a vein to start the blood extraction, and a few hand-gripping exercises aid the blood being pumped out. A little bit of time is spent relaxing after the donation and a complimentary cup of sweetened juice. This process is repeated anywhere from 5 to 20 times a day at the blood bank in Belize City. It's simple, fairly fast, and not painful at all. Well, that depends on your tolerance level. Yet every year in June, we hear the same consistent message. More voluntary blood donors needed.
Whenever an accident, a big accident, a stab wound, several gunshots, and those people end up in the hospital, which they always do. They use blood. In emergency, they will give them blood, stabilize them. Then they will encourage a relative to come and replace the blood. But most of the time, they don't. So we end up lost all the time.
Nurse phlebotomist Doreen Madrill has been working in the Central Health Region at the blood bank for 14 years.
Replacement donors are donors who come in and donate blood for somebody. Some family member, some friend, some cousin, for somebody, but not to the donor, not to the blood bank rather. Voluntary donor come in and donate to the bank. And the voluntary donors are donors who keep us going.
Currently, only 10% of the blood donated at the bank is voluntary. Now, a person can only donate blood every 3 months, and the blood expires in 35 days, which means that there is always a need to replenish and build the blood stock.
In general, I do blood drives, and all the blood drives come in as voluntary donor because they are all voluntary. Just that they don't come in house. I should never have this blood bank without a negative. I must find a negative to be in the blood bank. So I have to search myself to find a negative for the bank.
Just so you, in case anything happens.
Just for emergency, the stat lab will always have a negative. Even if it's only one must be there.
So what would she do? Get on the phone and call her regular voluntary donors to come in so that in the event of any emergency, the blood from all groups would be available. Studies have shown that the blood from volunteer donors tends to be much safer. So what is their incentive?
They just feel good to help that their blood will be used and for somebody who needs. It's just a good feeling for them that they can come and offer their blood voluntarily, no charge, no nothing, just come and do it and somebody have access and use to it. Whenever their family member need, and transfer the unit of blood to the individual name, and I just offer a receipt, no problem.
Now that you understand why it's important, what does it take to donate blood?
You must be fairly healthy. Fairly healthy, because remember that sick people are giving the blood to. And those are innocent people. That's why they use us out here as healthy individuals to get a unit of blood from. So when you come to the blood bank, you need to be honest. No cough, no cold, no fever, no allergies, no chest pain, no nothing. You must be healthy. Take no medication, absolutely none. If you're on antibiotic, 1 week after the last dose.